Hello.
We are using asif.logit and passing the dependent variable and the independent.
Okay, good evening all. So I hope you can able to see my screen. So, so do you have any questions regarding any? Can you hear me? Yes. Okay. So if you have any
Yes.
questions, you just ask me. Otherwise, I will go to. I will take the session. Okay. 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 This week, okay. Today we will discuss. We have one typical data structure is there in Python. We will discuss this data structure. Okay. So for example, if you observe any data set or any field, okay, so you may have time series data, right? So for that in Python also, okay, we can able to have different data types related to time. Okay, for example, if you take this time series data, it will be present in many different fields. Okay, can you say a few fields which you are going to have like time kind of data? Can you just give me some fields or some areas where you are going to get some timestamp data or time series data? So for example, okay, so if you take this thing, okay, finance, this finance field, okay, so what you are going to have, you are going to get time series data, okay, based on time, month, year, okay. So you are going to calculate some interest or you are going to calculate some principal amount, okay, whatever it is, okay, this time series data. Finance field, okay, like economics, okay, then neuroscience, okay, neuroscience, okay, for example, if you want to record any neuroscience or brain signal or whatever it is, okay, like EEG or ECG, okay, if you want to record your hot related, okay, data, you need time, okay. So these are the different fields, physics, okay, like stock market, okay. So all these are you are going to use some time related data, okay. So whenever you are having some time related data, you need to handle this time related data by using Python, okay. You can do some kind of analysis, you can apply some kind of analysis on this timestamp data. So then you can make some wise decisions, okay. You can make some decisions, okay. So for that this session, okay, I am going to discuss this time related data types, okay, that are available in Python, okay. So basically we will see this, okay. So we will see date and time data types that are present in date and time data types present in Python, okay. So for example, if you want to work on this date and time related data type, okay, so of course I told there are many libraries exist in Python, okay. So there will be so many libraries, okay. Similarly for time and data also we have some standard library, you need to import those library, okay. So this date related, time related, or any kind of calendar related, okay. Calendar means like year calendar, whatever it is, okay. So you need to import the necessary library, that is we have one library from in Python, that is from date, yeah, see here, from date time import date time, okay. If you want to work on date and time related data types, you need to import this package, okay. So you just run this cell so that you can able to import this respective, okay. So you have imported the this time related data type, okay. Now what do you want to do is, for example, you want to know what is today's data type, I mean today's date, okay. For that, okay, I am giving now as one variable name, okay. See here some auto suggested code, date time dot call now function, okay. This is my standard library. With the help of this date time, I'm just calling that now function. Let's see what is the output, okay. So now you want to visualize your output, okay. So for that you just print this now, then you observe what you are going. So this is my input. So if I call now means you just observe this is output, okay. So today is 2025, this is okay, this is the format, okay. Later we will see different types of formats, year, month and date format. So this is some standard format. So this is year, then month, then date, then you may have some time, okay. So time, hours, minutes, okay. So then you are going to get the seconds, okay. So this is the template what we are going to get from this. Maybe this is as per some server, okay. Maybe this time we are getting as per we are using Google Colab now, so it's taking from the server time. Maybe it's giving some wrong kind of, I mean actually the time is maybe we need to get some 18 I mean 19, okay, it's 7 o'clock, right? So maybe it's giving some server data. So whatever it is, the concept is, if you want to know the respective date, you can call that, you can import the standard date time and you can call the now function. So you can able to visualize the output. For example, you want to see only, just a minute. So if you want to see only year and month, okay. So for that what you are going to do is, you need to if you want to see only year, you call now dot year comma now dot month, okay. now dot date. Okay, so see here you are going to get, so if you call this one sorry, now dot day, not date, this is the day. So this will be, you will get year and then third month March, and then day is today is 18. Okay, you will get, okay. So this is time related, how you are going to know the current date, month or year. With the help of this date time you can able to see. Okay, so similarly, for example, you want to store this data. Okay, and then you need to observe some kind of sometimes what will happen is, you have stored your data in the past, last month or last year, and you want to know how many days, how many days you have saved that data. You need to know that number of days. Okay, so if you are having such kind of requirement, what you are going to do is, so you are going to see, apply some kind of arithmetic operations also, like the general Python data type. Okay, you are going to apply your arithmetic operations, right? Similarly here also we can apply arithmetic operations in date time data type. Okay, so for that I want to know some difference. Okay, see here they gave some auto generated code, I am using the same thing. Okay, so what is this is some kind of difference, date time. So this is 2011, and then you are going to have first month, and then you are going to have 7. Okay, first month, that means John 7, and then we gave some difference. Okay, this is, we will run this one, let's see, and then you print this one. So what you are going to get is, so you are going to get the difference days. Okay, so you are going to have 926 days. So this is the difference. So for example, if you want to calculate, if you want to compute the number of days between these two dates, okay, so it will take more time. Okay, if you are using this kind of syntax, you can able to get that easily. Okay, and then this is number of days and this is seconds. Okay, so like here we are taking only year, month and then day. Here in addition to that year, month, date, we are taking some extra components also, that is hours, minutes. Okay, so that's why it's giving that the seconds also. Okay, so if you don't want these things, you just give only year, month, then we will see. Okay, you will get only the difference between these two calendar dates. Okay, so then similarly you have seen, now what you do is, for example, you want to add something. Okay, so now you have seen subtract operation in date time data structure, right? Now you want to add so some more date. Okay, so for that what we will do is, for example, I am considering as this is my start date. My start date is, so randomly I am taking this is my start date. Now what I want to do is, I want to add some date. Okay, so for that I am using some delta, like what I will do is, before you want to add, okay, you need to import the respective package from date time, import time delta. Okay, these are the things which is available in Python. I am just using that existing functionalities. Okay, so now what is my plan is, this is my start date. For start date I am planning to use some dates. Okay, see here. Okay, so we are getting 12, right? So this is my start date. I have initialized my start date is this one, and I am telling you just add 12 to this one. Okay, let's see what is the output. Okay, so what happened? Okay, so my initial date is 2011, first month 7. Okay, so now I added 12 days. Now I added 12 days. See here, okay. So you got, this is my updated date, okay. This is January 19, 2011, okay. So like this we can do, okay. But if you want to do these things, you need to import this package, I mean this library, time delta, okay. Similarly, not only now we have seen subtraction and then addition, right. Similarly, you can see so similarly you can do multiplication also, okay. So for example, I am writing some more syntax, okay. So this is my start date, start. If you want to do multiplication also, you can do multiplication, okay. So what I am telling is, I am trying to multiply these many dates and then you subtract from the start date, okay. So this is my start date. You just execute this one, okay. What you are going to get it? So you are going to get what I told is, you subtract 12 into 2, there will be 24 days. You subtract 24 days from the my start date, okay. So that is the meaning for this syntax. Start minus 2 into, so start minus 2 into that difference, number of days difference. You just mention those things here. So I have subtracted 24 days from this start time, okay. So what you are going to get from January 7, if you subtract 24 days, then what you are going to get is, this is okay, this is 2011. If you subtract 24 days means it will go for 2010, okay. Then you may have it will come December 14, okay. So that is the updated date, okay. So any questions regarding this date, time, data type, and then these additions, how we are going to add, subtract and multiply? So in real time what will happen is, you are going to okay, so in real time you may have some scenarios, you are going to get your timestamp data like this. You need to do some kind of data manipulations as per your requirement, okay. So you can use these existing libraries datetime function and you can modify your data, or you can update your date time also, okay. So briefly I will discuss these things, these data types, okay. So for example, we have this date time module, date time module in Python. We have this module, okay. So you need to import that module. So what is this type is, for example, if you want to know, okay, I will say like this, okay. This is description, so we have data type. These are the data types. I think you already know what is meant by data type and all, okay. So if you give date, okay, so the description is, it will store the calendar date, okay, calendar date in the form of year, comma, month, comma, and date, okay. So generally, basically they will consider as Gregorian calendar, okay. We have different types of calendars, okay. So this is one of the by default they were going to consider it as Gregorian calendar, okay. So then similarly we have time data type also for time, okay. So what this time, it will store the, okay, it will store the time of day as an hour, minutes, seconds and microseconds also, seconds and microseconds also. Previously we have seen some large value, right. This may be you just consider this may be treated as microseconds. Okay, see here, this is year, month, day, hour, minute, seconds. This will be microseconds. Okay, that's why you have large value. Okay, then after time you are going to have date time. We have date time also. What this date time will do is it will stores the both date and time. You just observe. Okay, if you want to give only date, it will store only date in this format. If you want to store time, it will store only time of that particular day. It will be in this form. Okay, this. Just a minute. If you want to store both, then you can give date time. It will store the both. Suppose you want to see, I already gave examples, right, for all these things. Just I am giving some data types that are already present. Time delta. Okay, so if you are giving time delta, what it will do is it will represents the difference between two date time values. Okay, you already seen one example for this time delta also. Okay, so the last one is time zone. Okay, so for that also you are going to use tj info. Okay, like base type. See, time zone means, for example, we are going to we are following some kind of time zones. Okay, like Asia or IST. Okay, Indian Standard Time. Okay, so similarly, if you are working in some Europe, they have their own time zone. Okay, if you are in USA, they have their own time zones. Okay, so sometimes, okay, if you are working in multinational company, different people from different time zones or different countries, okay, they are going to work. Okay, so at that time this time zone will plays vital role. Okay, so because European people, they have different times, and we have Indian people, we have different times, and US people, we have different times. Okay, so for that, for any project, you need to specify some time zone. Okay, this will store the base type for storing time zone information. Okay, so this is about the basic data types that are present in the date time. Then what we will see is, we will see how to convert um, this date into some kind of strings form. Okay, so any questions regarding this? If you want, I will show the time zones. See, if you want, you can refer the time zone Wikipedia also. Okay, then the next one is, we will see. Okay, you can format this date time. Okay, so how you are going to format is, for example, okay, let's see another thing, that is converting between string and date time. Okay, what we will do is, sometimes you are going to get this date in the form of string. Okay, the data we are going to get in the form of string. What we will do is we will try to convert this string into date time. How we can do is we will see. Sometimes you won't get this date time data directly from your data sets, okay. So you may get the string value. You need to convert that string value into a date time or a date time into string value, okay. So for that, for example, okay, let me take string. We will have okay, this is some timestamp we have, string timestamp, okay, just some stamp we have. This is the date I am giving, okay. Now what we will do is we will try to convert this date into string, okay. So how we can do is we have some function, okay, string function is there. You just pause this stamp means timestamp, okay. You just pause this stamp, okay. If this stamp have some date, you pause this stamp data to my string, okay. See here, okay. So this is the format. Generally if you see some systems you can able to see this kind of format, okay. So this is called string format data, okay. This is string format data. For example, even if you don't want see this 0 0 and all, okay, you want to remove this one, okay. For that also you need to specify proper syntax. For that, if you want to remove that one, for that you can use string f time. We have string f time. F time means format time, okay. We have string f time. Then you just specify what kind of format you want, okay. So I want, yeah, see here we got some auto suggested code. So this is the, it is suggesting, okay, I want this format %y, and then see here this is %Y, then %small m, then %d. You just run this one, okay. If you are mentioning that proper format time, you can see the proper format time, okay. So anyhow, for this, okay, this date format specification, we have some ISO standards are there. Anywhere, okay, whatever zone you will go, okay, anywhere they will follow the same thing. I will give that. For example, if you are specifying the format specifier like this, okay, so what does this mean is, like previously I told, right. So this is the type, and then we have some description for okay, if you have %Y, what does it mean is, so it is the meaning of 4-digit year. Is it clear? If you are specifying here %Y, that is the meaning 4-digit year. You are going to see all 4 numbers, okay. For example, if you are specifying small y, what does it mean is, you can able to see 2-digit year. If you want to see, I will use the same example, then I will run this one. See here, you will get only sometimes different people will follow different kind of notations, right. So this is 2-digit year. As of now I am giving Y only. Then similarly for month also, for example, if you specify M, this is 2-digit month. Okay. So if you specify small m, what is your doubt? Someone asked some doubt. What is the use of x in the side column. This one you just don't this is the Google Colab. Okay, see here, if you click on this one, actually if you are importing your files, okay, this is the x. Okay, this is that Google Colab design. Okay, so you can able to see your files here. If you want to search, you can use search button. Okay, so then if you are to note down something, okay, like variables and all, you can give here. Okay, so as of now this x, you don't bother about this left side design. Okay, so these are Google Colab design. Your files, your variables, you can able to see here. For ease of access they are giving. As of now you just concentrate on here. Okay, then if you want to percentage small m, so what is this? You will get, is there any percentage capital M or small m? We will check. Okay, so for example, if I give percentage m, you can see here like this. So this is 0 0. Okay, we are not getting proper value. Actually you need to get 1, right? So there is no percentage capital M. We have only one thing, that is percentage M. You will get 0 1. Okay, so as of now we don't have, for month description you have only one thing, that is percentage small m. You will get the 2-digit month. Okay, then similarly we have 2-digit date, percentage D, 2-digit day. Okay, so if you want, for your understanding, you can write like this. Okay, from 0 to 12, sorry, 1 to first month to 12 month, then this one day 1 to, we have this is the representation, day 1 day 2. Okay, so similarly we have the format, percentage H is there. Generally we have 24, the time clock is, okay, hour based, 24-hour clock. Okay, previously also after 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so the hour clock will be 24. By default we have 24-hour clock format. So you can see the number of hours. It will start from the 0 0 to 23 hours. Okay, so suppose if you want to give 12-hour format, if you give capital H, it will take the 24-hour clock. If you want to see 12-hour clock, you need to give like this, percentage I. So what it will do means, it will give the 12-hour clock. See, this is important for database concepts also. Okay, not only for Python, most of the concepts. Okay, maybe syntax or something may be wrong. I mean, syntax may be different, but the concept is same only. So you can able to see 12-hour means you will have, the hour will start from the 1 hour, then you are going to have okay, this is 12-hour format. Then minute, similarly we have minute. Okay, similarly per percentage m, per seconds. Then you want to see, suppose sometimes you want to see instead of, okay, this is for 2-digit minute. So the 2-digit minute, okay, we have 60 minutes. It will starts from the 0 0 to 59. Similarly we have seconds. So can you please tell me how many seconds we have? Seconds will start from 0 0, and then someone will respond how many seconds are there. Any questions, you just respond. I told this thing, right? Number of days, hour. So seconds.
359.
359 seconds. Generally per minute, how many? How many seconds are there? 60 seconds is good. But is it correct? Is it accurate one? The time format is not okay. But this, whenever you are considering seconds, okay, you need to consider the global point of view, okay. Generally, I think you know leap year, right? How you are going to get leap year? So you know one concept, okay, every day you are going to have some extra seconds, okay. You add those seconds each day and each month, each year, okay. After 4 years, it will become 1 year, 1 day. So that is leap year, that you will get February 29, okay. So that extra second also you need to represent. For that we need to have, okay, we have 61 seconds, okay. We don't have accurate information, accurate time. We have 1 second extra is there, that we need to consider here, okay. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Any questions? The 61 is account for leaps. If you want to, you just note down, okay. You know some theory concept, okay. Every day has some extra seconds. Based on that, the extra second, okay, 61 second is account for leap seconds. Similarly, instead of you want to see weekday, like what is today, Sunday or Monday, you want to know that weekday, right? So for that also we have one format. This is the date, percentage small w, okay, weekday. So it will, if you want to see integer, so it will start from the weekday 0. 0 is meant for Sunday, so you need to represent like this. 0 is meant for Sunday, and 6 is meant for you can represent this weekday in terms of integer. If you are representing 0 means it is Sunday, the indirect meaning. 6 means it is Saturday, okay. 1 means Monday, okay. So that is the meaning of this daytime format specifications as per ISO, okay, ISO standards. Okay, anyhow, I am just going a little bit fast. Similarly, we have different specifications also, okay. Percentage, if you want, you just type these commands. You can use in somewhere in Python to understand more about these formats. You just mention these things here, okay. Then you can see in the Python what's it. Percentage u means week number. Week number, how many weeks are there in per year? Week number of the year, okay. How many weeks? So there will be 54 weeks are there. We will start from the 0 0, it will end with, okay, the first day of the week, okay. 54 weeks are there, okay, per year. Then similarly, time zone, previously I showed some, okay. So here also you are going to, generally by default they will use UTC time zone, okay. Then to display the year in different formats, we have some different specifications is there. If you are specifying percentage f, okay, so this will be shortcut for to represent your format like this, okay. This is the shortcut, percentage m and then percentage d. What does it mean is, so this is the example to represent your date in this format, okay. If you want to display the date in this format, you just directly use this one percentage %f. This is the specifier. If you use this type, you can able to print directly like this. Similarly, we have some other representation also there. Percentage %d. So this is the shortcut for to represent your date in this format. Okay. So percentage %d, percentage %y. So you can represent like this. Okay. So if you want to see like this, okay, this is the month, first month, okay, day, then this is the year. Okay, you just use the shortcuts to represent your date. Any questions? You just observe these things. You just so these are the different date time specifiers. We will see few examples so that okay. So how we are going to use these date type formats. Okay, we'll go with some examples. So for example, I have a value like this. So I have a value like this. This is 2011 year, first month and third. Okay. Now what I want to do is I need to parse this one. Okay. This is value means this is some kind of numerical data or some value. Now I want to convert this into some date time. Okay. Some kind of string data. Okay. If you are having a value like this, if you want to convert this one into some, see by default it gives something. Okay, so I want to convert this one. Okay, in this format, this value, I have value like this, I want to convert the value into this respective format. You just click on this one. Okay, so it is able to convert this format. This value is converted into this format. Okay, so similarly, what is this string p time means string parse time. Okay, so you are taking value and then you are trying to parse that value. Okay, to known format. This is the known format. We know this format. We need to parse it. Okay, parse is nothing but you are passing some value. You want to convert that value into the known format. Okay, that format is time format. Okay. So that is date time format. You are trying to convert into time format. Okay. So next one is, for example, you have two strings. Okay. You have two strings, date, st strings. Okay. I am just giving plural name, date strings. So I have two strings like this. One is I am giving some date. Okay, 7/6 and then 2011. So another string have another date. Okay, so that is 8/6 and then 2000. Okay, so these are the two different strings. Okay, now what we will do is we will convert this into known format. Okay, so like previously whatever we did, we need to convert that into this kind of format. Okay, so this is whenever you are having single value, you can write like this. For example, if you are having multiple values, what you are going to do is you just use some loop. As of now I am taking two values. If you want, if you are, sometimes there is multiple values also possible. For that, what you will do is, if you want to do parse conversion, so you can write date time dot like previously used. Okay, string p time date strings. Okay, you can write directly like this. Let's see what you will get. So there is some error. What is that error? Date string parse time, it requires only one argument, it's saying, right? So that's why if you are doing like this, it need to pass one argument. For that, what we will do is we will take this string aux into some x variable, okay. Then we can give for x in, we will give some date strings. So previously, if you are giving date strings, you are getting some error. What is that error means? This string pause time, it will take one argument at a time, okay. So that's why we are taking for we are using some loop, okay, for loop to pass argument by argument, okay. So for that, now we will see some syntax error. What is that error? So what is the error here? We will see. We will go with some standard. Date strings, date time, string parse time. Okay. We need to specify this into, let's see. Generator expression must be parenthesized. What does this meaning is? We need to give this in parentheses, okay. So there is some error in the syntax. You need to write syntax like this, okay. So whatever you are generating, you just specify this within this parenthesis, then only you will get the output, okay. Now you can see the respective format, okay. So sometimes, so there is a possibility you will get the date strings like this. You need to parse the dates in the known format, okay. So I think someone in chat, okay, you just go through chat, they are giving some, so instead of this you can go, let me wait. Yeah, you just check, okay, whether you are getting proper output or not, okay. So someone in chart, they are giving syntax for this date strings. Let's see whether it will work or not, okay. So they are passing that strings and then they are using, so instead of doing like this x and instead of passing one argument by one argument, they are taking like this. Then what about the next one? Again you need to give a one by one we need to pass, okay. So that also we will see, okay, index values, string values, that also we will see later. As of now, okay, like this we can do some kind of manipulations, okay. Now we will see, so to do this parsing and all, okay, so we have, okay, the third party, we have one more package, so that is from date util. See here, okay, we have import parse is there. You just import this part, okay. So whenever you have a value like this, you directly use parse here. After importing this third party date util package, okay, this is third party util package, okay, you just import this one, then you just give parse, okay. Inside this parse you mention the date, then you will go, you can able to convert that respective date into known format, okay. So this is, so generally we will get some confusion, right? For example, 2011 we won't get any confusion. For example, if you want to know what is this one, whether it is month or day, or what is this 3, this is month or day, we will get some kind of confusion, okay. So for that we have one more thing, okay. So most of the time what we will do is we will write human readable language. Okay, so if we are having such kind of things, what we will do is we will write those human readable language or statements in parse. Okay, so you can write like this: January 31st, this is human readable language, right? Then 1997, generally, I'm just telling, generally we will give the values like this. Okay, if you are having, what is the advantage I am telling, if you are having the parse, this is the advantage, this is human readable language, we will give this one to my parse function, then you just check the output what you are going to get. Okay, you need to represent this whole thing into single quotes. Okay, then see here, this automatically it will convert into the known format, date time format. Okay, so this is the advantage if you are having parse, means this is the advantage. Okay, so similarly you can give some more parse statements. Let's see. Okay, parse, we have parse like this. So and then I have parsed my date, this is my date, then I want to see day first is true, we need to specify. Let's see. So this is the, if you give false, then what will happen? If you give, so this is okay, this reordering changing. Okay, if you give true, it will print the proper format. Okay, if you observe this one, day first. Okay, so general format is this is month and then this is day and this is year. Okay, so as per that UTC, okay, it will take the month as first, then date, then you are going to have year. Okay, so if you want to see the day first, you just give true, then the date will come first. Okay, if you want to see a date as last, then you can give false. Okay, so this is another way you can explore this thing. Okay, similarly we will see one more thing. Any questions? Okay, so if you don't have any questions, we will see some more Python code. Okay, so we have date strings. See, this is not only for Python, and whenever you have database, they are going to use these concepts. Okay, so we have two dates like this. Okay, they are giving some auto suggestion AI code. Okay, so these are two dates. We have this kind of representation. Okay, so what we will do is we need to convert these two strings. This is string type. Okay, we need to convert these two dates these two strings into date time. Okay, so for that you need pandas to convert. These are the strings. Date strings means this is string data, this is not date time data, this is string data. I am trying to convert this string data into date time data. Okay, so for that we have two date time function is available in pandas. I don't know, let's see, maybe some error. So PD is not defined means you need to import the respective package. Okay, So which package you need to import? Can you say someone? Import, I'm just converting, yeah, import pandas as PDF, right? Because you are trying to convert the string data type into date type. These are the string data type, okay? Then you see here, now the same thing only, now the data type in the form of date time, okay? So this is your required format. Then you can do whatever the data analysis, whatever the manipulations you want to do, you just do it, okay? So if you want to know, you just check here, this D type means data type, okay? Previously string type, now it is in date time, okay, in nanoseconds, okay? So similarly, I think you know NAN, right? Now we will see NAN. What is meant by NAN? Someone will respond. Even my previous sessions, I have taken one session on NAN. Not a number, right? So
Not a member, sir.
yeah, that is NAN meaning. Similarly, here also NAT. So I think you know NAN, okay? Not a number. Similarly, here also we have NAT. What does it mean is not a time, okay? Sometimes, okay? So this is the meaning of NAT, not a time. Sometimes what will happen is, let's see, okay, I will give one example. This is PD pandas, right? For that I am just taking IDX PD dot, see here some auto suggestion. So the same thing I am giving none here, date strings and none, okay? And then I am trying to print that one, okay? Let's see what you will get. See here at the end you got the NAT. What does it mean is, so this is not yet time, okay? So for example, if you are having any missing values or empty strings, okay, so in such cases this will be useful, okay? For example, you don't have any time value, it should be missing, okay? You want to handle those values. So here I have given none, that's why it's displaying not a time, okay? So if you want to handle those things, you can handle, okay? Then we will see one more thing, local specific date formatting. Some time series basics we will see now, okay? So what does this time series basics means? So as of now we have seen date time, now we will see only time series, only time related things, okay? Time series basics. Time series basics. So for example, you have dates. You just assume that we have different dates, date time, and you give some dates, okay? 2011 1 comma 2, okay? This is one date and I have another date also. I'm just giving some random some dates, okay? Date time 2011. Similarly, I'm giving some dates, okay? 2011 1 comma 5. This is John 5 or 7, whatever. you just give some dates. Similarly, date time 2011, one comma date. Okay, so you have these dates. So far I have given 4 dates. Okay, for example, you just print these dates, what you will get. So you will get all these dates. Okay, so these are my dates. Okay, for example, I want to generate the same thing. Okay, in different notation. Okay, let's see, I can able to do using pandas also, we can do it. I'm just giving so time series. TS means time series. I want to work on time series data. So PD series, what I'm doing is np dot, instead of typing each and every date, I'm just giving, I'm calling some random dot rand function, random dot rand random okay, index as dates. Can you say what I'm doing with the help of this thing, what you understood? I have 4 dates. Now I wrote some syntax. What does this mean? What I'm trying to do? Can you guess? See, previously I have dates, right? I have different dates, date time, date time. Date means we have year, month and day we have. I don't have time, right? At the end I don't have time. Then what is my plan? I want to add, you just observe, okay? Add time to these dates. Is that clear? Now you just print this one, okay? For that I'm just using the index. Okay, we are giving this dates to my index. You just print this one. Maybe some syntax error. np is okay again. Okay, mp is, I think I forgot to import all the packages. So it's good practice to just import the whatever the packages available in Python before you want to do, or before you want to write any Python code. Okay, see here. Okay, so I added some time series data. Okay, so now you added some data. So this is, you are trying to add some timestamps, okay, to your data. So is this clear? Is there any questions? Can you just take 2 minutes break to practice these things? Okay, you just practice these things. I'll come back after 2 minutes. Okay, you just practice these things. Okay, the next one is, so we need to generate date range. Generating date range. We are trying to generate date range. So what is the date range means? We are giving some dates, in between dates we are trying to generate it, okay? So through Python code, okay? So for that I'm just taking, okay, so this is my variable name index, then I'm giving, okay, yeah, see here some date range, okay? So we have some date range function is there in pandas. I'm giving two dates, this is 2012, okay, 4 and then 1, and then we are giving 2012 6 and 1. What we are saying is we are trying to generate the between the dates, okay? So let's see what it will generate, and you try to print that index value, okay? So what it is giving, so if you give like this it will give, okay? So this is my 4th month, you gave up to 6 months, okay? 4th means this is April 1st, April 2nd, April 4, 3rd April, 4th April, 5th, 6th, 7th, okay? This entire April month you will get, okay? So this is April month, then again May you will get, then after that you are going to have June, okay? So if you give like this date range, okay, so it can able to generate whatever the dates it is there in between, you can able to generate, okay? So with the help of date range. PD dot date range, someone asked can you show me the code again, generating date range. So for example there are some scenarios you need to generate the dates, okay? You just take some variable whatever it is, index or a equal to PD dot pandas dot date range, you give the dates from date and to date. If you give from and to date, you can able to generate all the dates present between that from and to date, okay? So this is one way generation. Another way is, for example, you need to, instead of you just know the start time and you don't know to date or end date, okay? So if you are having such scenario, you know only start time, okay, but you don't know the so for this PD dot date range, PD dot date range, see here the next one is periods, okay? Period means let's see, you gave 20 periods, 20 periods means, so of course you started with date, you will get 20 dates. It will start from the 1st April, then you gave the period 20, you will get the up to 20, okay? So if you want to give 25, you may get 25 days, okay? Period means the day. So like this also you can able to generate the date. Suppose if you want to give some other month, you can do, okay? You change your month, within that month you will get that number of periods 25 or 20. So the start and end dates define the boundaries generated, okay, based on the date index, okay? So the next one is sometimes what will happen is you want to know the last business month or business day. For example, for each year, this is the day. Sometimes you want to know last business day, in the sense means, so for example, what is the last working day on that month. Okay, if you are having month end like Sunday, Saturday, you won't consider that as business day, right? So that is holiday. So you want to know what is the last business working day, you can know if you give that date range, pd dot date range, okay, then you pause the give something, okay. You just pause that start date and end date. So this is my start date, so you can give like this, okay. Frequency, you mention BM, okay. This is the syntax to know last business working day of that year and month, okay. So if you observe here, I have given Jan 1st to December 1st, okay. I want to know what is the last business working day, okay. So for Jan 1st, 31st is the last working day. If you take February, I mean 2000 is the leap year is the work, I mean last working day. Then March 31st, okay. Then April, okay. So you just take April. If you are having any calendar, you just go to that year and check the calendar, okay. Check the calendar. April 2000, the last working day is 28 is the Friday. If you take March 31st is Friday, okay. So similarly here June 31st, okay. You check this year, okay. 2000 year. So this is the last working day, okay. This is, if you give this one business working day frequently BM, you will get the last working day of that particular month, okay. So like this we can do some, you can use this datetime functions, okay. Now I will share one more thing to you, okay. You know all these things. We will see some small programs, okay, related to this datetime concepts, okay. So I think you already know these things and all, okay. I'm just explaining, I already have some code, okay. So I am taking one data set, okay. That data set is there in public domain. The data set name is, I am taking some, okay. This datetime is present in stock, okay. So the stock underscore px is there in public domain. You just get that data set, okay. Stocks data set, okay. If you want, I can share the data set also. See, basically what is there inside that data set means, you have some timestamp and then you are going to have 4 features, okay. AAPL, MSFT, XOM and then SPX. You have different values, okay. So this is the data set. We have timestamp, okay. So total we have these are the number of rows and 5 columns, okay. One column is timestamp, another one is we have 4 different columns which are related to stock related market, okay. So what we are doing is, we are trying to take, instead of taking all 5 features, we are taking AAPL and MSFT and XOM. So this is how you can able to take the respective features or columns. If you give specify only those features, you can able to get those features only, then you have that data, okay. Now what I am doing is, I am trying to plot this timestamp data. For that I am taking that AAPL, okay. Then I am giving plot, okay. So you can able to plot like this, okay. So if you see this graph, okay, you can see this kind of graphs in stock market, right. So based on that data present Inside that AAPL, we have AAPL, okay. So I can able to plot my data. Similarly, you can plot other graphs also. Any question? This is one particular example. You can plot like this, okay, if you are having time series data. Then you can see one more example. So you have dates like this, and then the respective values are like this, okay. Sample time series data. For that we need pandas and matplotlib library. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to plot the date, okay. I'm trying to plot the date and the values, okay. So for that you already know how to plot these things, okay. And then you want to mark it, you want to show those values. The marker I'm going to use as plus. If you don't want to plus, then you can use O, you just see, okay. So you want to take the X label as date and the Y label as value, okay. Then grid is false, means you don't get any background, okay, grid. So if you give true, you will get some grid, okay. This is the grid. So basically what I am doing is I am trying to plot some time series data. You have time series data like this, and then you have values like this, okay. So then I am trying to plot it. So the first value is 10. In Jan 1st 2022 you are going to have a value like this, and the Jan 2nd you are going to have 15. The respective value is this one, okay. Suppose this is overriding, right? If you want to see this one, you can give some kind of angle also. Instead of plotting horizontal, you just give the value, okay. I think in previous sessions I showed how to give this in some angle, right? You just follow that notation to follow. So this is about time series data. Any questions? You just based on this knowledge you just practice few examples, okay. I will explain a few more examples. I will give one more example. Okay, you just practice different examples based on this date time. So if you have any questions, you may ask. Otherwise, I will share one more thing. Okay. See, so date we have seen, time we have seen. Now we will see in terms of hours. So for example, you want to work on hours and minutes, right? So for that also you need to import the respective thing. Okay, I will give one more example and we will end this session. Okay, you want to work on hours. So for that you need to import this package from pandas dot time series offset import. Okay, star means all. Okay, so whatever you have inside this you can able to import, or if you want to specify only hour and time you just import. Okay, as of now I am just importing. If you want to all packages you just use star. Okay, this is also correct only. You imported this package, then see here I am taking one variable as hour, then we have our function in this time series offset. Okay, so now what I am doing is initially I am just giving hour, you just run this one and print this hour, so you check what you will get. So you won't get anything. Now I am just giving some number. Now see here. Okay, so 4 into hours. Okay, so this is how we can able to multiply hours, number of hours. Okay, so for example, previously we have seen date range, right? Now the same thing we will use here. Okay, same concept, we are trying to multiply hours in 4 times. Okay, for that pd dot date range, see here. Okay, if you see here date range, we have two different dates. Okay, here I don't have hour, time and all, here I have some time, then I am giving this frequency range 4 hour. That means I am telling you just run this one. Okay, so what you will get, so I am telling you multiply this hour. Okay, this hour and time format with 4 hours. Okay, see here this will starts from 00, this will starts from the 00, you don't have any hour, then 4 hours, 8 hour, 12 hour. Okay, because you gave 4 hour, right, you passed this thing. Okay, 16 hour, 20 hour. Okay, so this is how you can able to, for example, there are some scenarios you need to frequency or you need to give time representation like this. Okay, in such cases it may be useful. Okay, similarly for minutes also. Okay, so now I'm just giving hour, 2 hours I have, then 30 minutes. Okay, so what is the total? I gave hour, 2 hours and 30 minutes. The total you will get in terms of minutes. Okay, so that is 2 hour means 1 hour is 60 minutes, 2 hours is 120 minutes, 120 plus we are adding minutes, right? So 120 plus 30 I gave 150 minutes. Okay, so this is 150 minutes. So if you want to see the time in minutes also, the same thing. Okay, so you can give the syntax in minutes also, right? Minutes in the sense means I will write that syntax also. Okay, so here I will write pd pandas date range. See here periods, frequency I am giving hours and minutes. Okay, you just observe it is generating. Okay, so I am telling 10 days you generate with this time interval. Okay, so initially I don't have any hour, then 1.5 hour. Okay, 10 periods I am generating, then 1.5 plus 1.5 you will get 3, then 1 plus 1 more 1.5 you will get 4.5. like this you can do. Okay, the frequency range is 90 minutes. Okay, now one more thing, so that's it about date, time and hour, minutes. Okay, You just work on this time series data that is available in Python. Okay, so any questions? You just practice different examples, okay, based on this thing. So if you don't have any
Sir,
questions, yes.
sir, I have doubts, sir.
Hmm. Yeah, tell me.
Start start is equal to 2 into time delta of 12. This code and previous code, what is the difference, sir?
Which one? This one.
No, sir. Start is equal to 2 into time delta of 12.
Initial, okay. The starting itself I told one code, that one, huh? Okay.
Ah, sir.
Wait a minute. This one, right?
This one, sir. This one and previous one, sir. Both, sir.
Uh, See, initially
What is the
here,
difference, sir?
see,
Explain once again.
okay. Initially I told my start time is, this is my start time. I gave date time 2011 and then 1 and then 7, okay. So if you just print this one, let's see, okay. So I'm not using this one as of now. You just print this one. So you will get this date as it is, right? As it is you will get. Suppose if you want to modify this thing, if you want to modify this thing, what I am doing is, instead of start, I am adding that modified data. I am adding that time delta value 12. Then you see the updated thing, okay. So if I added 12, it is going to add, okay, this is John 7. I am adding 12 more dates. Time delta means that the 12 it is adding. You will get the John 19. Is that clear? If it is not clear, what I will do is, I will try to take new cell. So this is my start date. Now I added 12 more dates. Time delta means how much time you are going to add it, okay. So I told 12 days you add to my start date. Then you just print this one. This is also start, okay. So now see here, time delta. I will just use different variable because it is, see here, if you are adding some time delta, I am adding 12 more days, you will get the John 19. Is that clear? After that, what I am doing is, this is my updated start date. I am doing some more manipulations. Manipulations means, here this is my data. I am just multiplying, okay. This is called data manipulation. Multiply 12 days with 2 and then I am subtracting. Then you will get the previous year, because I am subtracting, my start date is this one, I am subtracting 24 days from this date. You will get the date time as 2010 December 14 you will get. So that is how you can use this date time. You can do arithmetic operations also, like addition, subtractions and then multiplications, okay. Is that clear?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Any other questions?
Sir, APL means what, sir?
APL, previous example,
Ah, sir.
that is related to stock data. If I give, okay, maybe that stock name, maybe some stock name APL, maybe some company name, okay. I also don't know exact thing. You just assume that these are the you are asking this thing, right? See, if you want to know more about this data, I just showed one example where you are going to use this time series data and all. You just import this stock px, okay? I'll give that stock px Excel file. This is stock market data set. I'm sharing that data set with you. See, AAPL means Apple Increment Common Stock, okay? That is Apple company stock, okay? See, if you want to explore more, you just, I'm sharing that data set. You check your chart, okay? I'm sharing that data set link with you. Go to that description, okay? So these are different companies, okay? Different company, their share value are, this is Apple company shares, okay? They have different, this is also some other company, this is also some other company. We have some values and I want to plot the some graphs, okay? This is the timeline, okay? It will show like this. Any other questions? Okay. Okay, thank you all. Good night, okay? You just practice these
Thank you.
examples, okay? Okay, thank you.
Okay, sir.